Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my booktube channel. Today we're going to do part 1 of Percy Jackson, the Olympians of the Titan's Curse. So this is how the book cover looks. And so it starts off from the last book. It takes off from the last book. Percy is actually 13? No, he's 14. He's 14 in this book. And it takes off from the last book because in the last book, Grover and Percy still have the empathy link, so he receives, we don't really know what happens, it just takes off where they're in this car, and it explains everything that they're going to this military school because Percy felt like Grover sent him like a message through his empathy link or something like that. And so when they get there, they find out Grover actually found 2 half-bloods. Their names are Nico D'Angelo and Bianca D'Angelo, and so they find out he's in danger because his manticore is trying to kill them because they find out they're half-bloods, so the manticore tries to kill them. So they have this huge battle or something. Well, they're about to have this huge battle because the manticore finds out that Percy, Annabeth, and Grover are going to find them, and Percy actually splits out away from the group because the 2 half-bloods and the manticore goes missing, so he goes to find them instead of alerting the others. And so when they get there, he sends Grover a message through their empathy link that they're in trouble because the manticore catches them. So when they're having this fight, the hunters come, led by Artemis. They're led by Artemis, and they help them fight the manticore because you actually find out later that they're scouting Annabeth. So actually, during the fight, the manticore and Annabeth fall off a cliff, and they think that Annabeth is dead, so they don't go after him. But the hunters then go to the camp. They go to the camp, and then so much stuff happened. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so they go to the camp, but they have to go through Apollo's sun chariot. Apollo is Artemis's twin brother. So they go in his sun chariot, and then when they go back to camp, Talia and Percy have a huge fight and stuff. And then one of the hunters, second in command, named Zoe, I think her name is Zoe or Zoe, something like that. She actually gets this dream. And at the same night, Percy has this dream about Annabeth, that they're both being kept somewhere. They don't know where, but they're both being kept somewhere. And so, but actually, let's rewind back there. And Aunt Artemis actually goes to hunt this monster. She says that is really bad and can destroy all of Olympus and stuff like that. So when Zoe has this dream, she's really worried, and she says that she's been kidnapped. So then Zoe goes to visit the Oracle, and they have this talk about who should go, and they figure out Bianca D'Angelo, one of the half-bloods, Talia, Zoe, and Grover should go on the quest. And so Percy is really mad about that because he really wanted to go so he can save Annabeth, but the rest of them think Annabeth is dead, so they don't really go to save her. And on the quest, he actually ends up following him because he does a iris message with his mother, and his mother thinks that he should follow because he knows that she should do the right thing so he can save Annabeth. So they all go. He actually follows them on his Pegasus Blackjack. Well, it's not his, but like they're with Bond or something like that. Really good friends, because in the last book he saved him from Luke's pirate ship. So then he follows them on the quest, and he eavesdrops, and he finds out that the general is actually the person who is keeping them, and he's made 4 skeleton monsters, and so the skeleton monsters are coming after Talia, so he runs to warn them about the skeleton monsters. And so while he does that, Zoe is really mad because she found out that he failed the quest, and because Artemis is a maiden, she's a maiden goddess, so she's not gonna get married or anything like that. All of their hunters are maidens, so no boys can join the quest or anything like that. So they don't even associate with boys at all. So she's really mad. That's why they don't want Percy to follow. But they let Grover follow because he's a satyr and they think it's different. And so then when they find out he goes on a quest, they say Talia from the skeleton monsters and stuff like that. A lot of stuff happens. I missed a bunch of stuff too, but a lot of stuff happens in the book. It's like all crammed together, but it's not really crammed together. It's perfectly spaced, so it doesn't feel like it's rushed. That's what I really like about the books. They're really spaced together, and everything connects. So I learned from the past. This is the third book I'm reading. I learned that everything connects. Like even the slightest detail matters, because later in the book, it finds out that it's actually a huge part of the plot and stuff like that. And a lot of twists and turns in the book, but just for the first part, all of that happens. Still a whole bunch of stuff happens. And yeah, I think that's all for part 1 of Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Titan's Curse. So thank you for watching. I hope you like, subscribe, and turn on the notification button. And when you turn on the notification button, you'll know when I post part 2 of the spoiler. So you'll know what I think about part 2 of this book. So thank you for watching. Bye. Bye.